Happy Pura Vida Tuesday. What's up, guys? Cody with Pura Vida Pythons coming at you this week with a short but hopefully informative video. It's interesting because I didn't plan for this to be the video this week, but it's something that happened with our personal collection, so we kind of wanted to let y'all know, maybe give y'all a heads up if this happens to you, whether you're breeding rodents for feeders or just have a rodent as a pet. This hopefully can help you out because this was like one of the first big things with us with our collection that kind of had me a little freaked out, something that kind of caught me off guard. So I'm gonna kind of just go into it. And if you see like shavings on the floor or anything, we just had got done changing out the rat's bedding is where we noticed all this stuff happening. I'm gonna be transparent with you guys in this video. You know, this was a huge like mess up on my end, and just I should have put more thought into this, so let me just get into it. So as you can see back here, we have a couple new tubs of another rack and a couple new tubs with rats, and in those tubs are some mediums. We just got some more mediums because about 15 new medium females, and we're gonna grow those up a little bit. Hopefully they can have some more litters just to increase our production. So with that, also in this rack over here, so these two racks over here, there's a light there, whatever, our two original racks. These 15 were in the right rack, and over here we had some smalls growing up, and we probably had around 30 smalls. So stick with me here. It's a bit of a rant, but this all comes back to, and then I'll give you some more information at the end. So we have that going on in both racks, and down here in South Carolina, it's been about 81 degrees the last couple of days. This room's ambient heat has been around in the 80s. So I wasn't thinking properly, I guess, and just didn't take into account the rats we had going on. Say all that to say this. So we're doing the rats, and we noticed this female, and she has red all around her eyes. That's what's on the thumbnail. Red all around her eyes, very skinny, and I'm wondering what's going on. I see it in a couple other tubs too. Not all the rats, but a lot of the rats were looking like this. And I'm like, what in the world? It's freaking me out. I'm like, is there some disease going through? I hadn't ran into this before at all. So at the end, we had all the bedding changed, all the food, and we're going to change their water, and the bucket is like almost empty. So I'm like, oh my goodness, dude, like the rats have not had water. And I don't know, hopefully not long. They didn't look horrible, but obviously they had these symptoms. And so red tears, I have it, the thing that you see, I'll post some pictures of it, is called red tears. It indicates that the animal has been subjected to some form of stress, for example, disease or a change in environment, overcrowding. And so I was thinking, you know, oh man. And we looked at this like halfway through, we were doing the rats because we were pretty concerned. I was like, well, I don't want to spread it if it is a disease, blah, blah, blah. But we kind of came to the conclusion that it was stress from not having enough water. And with the heats rising, the added rats, I just did not take into account that they would run through their water that fast. So that is totally on me. Like I said, I'm being transparent with you guys. But I wanted to make this video to show that, yo, we make mistakes too. And luckily we caught it in time. They're doing great now. Everybody, it's clearing up, thankfully. So yeah, they're looking a lot better. And luckily we didn't lose any rats from the situation. Super excited about that. And just a big learning moment to be, you gotta be on top of your stuff. So guys, let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about red eyes. If you ever see this in your rats and you're wondering, oh my goodness, there's blood coming out of their eyes. So red eyes, it's from a red discharge. It's called porphyrin, I believe. I'm gonna not probably pronounce these right, and it says, while it looks like blood, it is not. Increased porphyrin secretion around a rat's nose or eyes can occur when a rat is due to stress, illness, with a respiratory disease, like I said, overcrowding, and in this case, the stress came from dehydration. So when you're looking at stuff like that, this is just a friendly reminder. It was a good reminder to me that, you know, we've been doing this for over a year, and like just mistakes can happen, and just to stay on top of things. I know like there's probably gonna be comments, so people are just like, wow, just water your animals, you know, but it's like little things like that, little different changes to the environment. Like I said, adding in all those older rats. Usually where we work with here, we don't have a lot of, usually we stop at smalls, you know. Sometimes we'll sell a medium, rarely do we ever let them get large. So we kind of know how the water works. Like I said, adding all these extra smalls and mediums to the bunch, it kind of just took a hit to the water supply that I wasn't expecting or didn't think of. So that's definitely on me. I take full responsibility. Like I said, luckily it didn't lead to any rat deaths or losses, so super thankful about that. But yeah, guys, if you ever see your rat with red eyes, like you said, you'll think it's blood around the eyes. or the nose, and just obviously when you see that if they have any change in like their body structure, look like they're getting thinner and stuff, definitely check them out, whether, like I said, whether it be pets or breeding feeders, you know, because obviously you don't want any loss is a bad loss. Like, when I think of rats and stuff, I have customers, you know, like who just have snakes, and they'll come like, oh, rats, and I'm like, it's just a disconnect for me, because I guess because I work with them and I don't look at this like, oh, I have to clean the rats. Like, I enjoy working with the rats, so just look out for signs like that. That, like, obviously it's a telltale sign. Yeah, guys, bit of a ramble video, but hopefully you guys can learn from my mistakes and not have to go through this. And if you do sometime down the line, whether, like I said, whether you're a breeder or a pet owner and you see this, the red eyes symptoms, you can go through, check those boxes, make sure it's nothing on your end, and if it isn't, you might want to go ahead and seek further help and hopefully identify that problem before it gets out of hand. But yeah, guys, big learning moment for me this week with that. Like I said, I got super lucky and I'm super thankful for that. But come back here next Tuesday and we'll have some more cool content for you guys. And until then, have a great week. We'll see you then. Peace.